IMSA fans, we have the amazing Andrea Caldarelli here. Behind you, even more amazing, Lamborghini SC63, this beautiful hybrid GTP car that debuted in America at Sebring in March. Y'all just got back from a really impressive run at Le Mans. Wanted to talk to you about, now that we get to see this car for the second time this year, talk to us about developments, making it better. It is certainly better. What have you worked on?
Yeah, I mean, certainly Sebring was one of the first events we did, so the car was still, let's say, under development, and it is still, you know, under a lot of changes that we do, and from Sebring to now we did a lot of runs, so we improve a lot in terms of everything, setup, system, reliability as well, even though we finished Sebring very well, which was quite impressive, honestly. But as you said, last week in Le Mans was such a good result, to be honest, like to finish the race first, and first of all, and then also to have a pace. It was a very good result for us.
The Iron Lynx team here, there's a lot of serious experience behind it in all capacities. You mentioned something about the first run at Sebring was already good. You go to Le Mans where you expect a brand new car should break immediately. That didn't happen, right? Tell us about the quality and strength of this team and the manufacturer, because we're genuinely seeing it in the strong and stronger runs.
Yeah, I mean, the team itself, we don't really have a lot of experience in America. So I have to be honest, like Sebring was really impressive because the guys, they are super experienced. They work in, you know, like in the top class all the time in the past years. So they are super good guys. But the thing is, when you come to America and race from Europe, things are a bit different, right? So I think the first race of Sebring was really like kind of adapting to like different rules and different like logistic and so on. But we have behind the scene like great guys that they know what we are doing. They know what we're talking about, and I think the result speaks itself to see, like both from as a team, as a manufacturer, to finish the 24-hour race without having any major problem. Yeah. It was a big success.
The car has this beautiful twin turbo V8,
yeah.
Been functioning flawlessly.
You can see if you want.
Yeah, functioning flawlessly. The software side, the controls side, everything from a tuning standpoint. It might not be the sexiest thing to talk about, folks tapping into keyboards and laptops, but the reality is the basic car itself is fantastic. A lot of the development since we saw you last has been in the tuning, whether it's throttle response, all the ways it works. Tell folks about that, because it really has turned the car into something even faster.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, it's not only about the hardware itself, but it's a lot. There is a lot of work going on in terms of system and software tuning. And as you can see, actually, one of the key points that we're talking about here is like the management of the torque sensor that are really a key point of this category, where you try to, in order to be always on the BOP, like at the top of the BOP in terms of power management all the time, you really have to try to manage, the sensor as best you can to be always at the limit of the power.
And those torque sensors are always telling the ECU and the IMSA series management, this is how much where the power you have, and making sure you're never over that 680 horsepower limit or so. They're always talking.
That's the interesting thing of this category, is that at the end you can not only with software, but you can work a lot on setup as well to try to get this sensor to work properly and at the best they can all the time. So there is a lot of things we did setup wise, but most of it as well in terms of software and tuning, like the ECU to try to control it as best as possible. And I have to be honest, like we only started to work this, I would say, around December last year.
Sure.
And other manufacturers, teams, they work since a year on this. So yeah, I think we did a pretty good job on that.
You should be proud, brother, and also just honoring and respecting the work done by chassis partner at Ligier. Yeah. The tight packaging of everything, from the turbos to the intercoolers, There's
yeah,
so
the
much-
radiators. There is so much going on in terms of like cooling of the car. It's impressive.
And yet everything is packaged so beautifully. So
Yeah.
you guys are doing this well with it, the car's a baby. Imagine what it will be when it start to walk and start to run. Andrea, thank you so much
Thank you, guys.
for updating us on the SC63. Make sure you follow along with us on IMSA's official YouTube channel and follow IMSA Racing on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X. We're going to be doing some pretty cool stuff with some pretty cool people with some pretty cool race cars. Visit IMSA.com to hear the action called live and download the official IMSA app to follow the timing and scoring information as the sessions take place.